Hello everyone, this is Peter from Franke de la Fuente, and looking right into the camera and saying Merry Christmas, first of all. Happy New Year, it's December, and we're getting there. Christmas is coming. I'm joined today by Alfredo Bloy-Dawson. We have had a few conversations in the past. I'm sure we're going to meet again in the future. So we have been talking the last few weeks about the main events from a legal, tax, market point of view, specifically Andalucia. So we thought, let's put the cameras on, see what happens. So we have a list of things to discuss. 2025, right? But also looking into next year and perhaps beyond. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. Let's do this. The big topic that particularly affects stuff that you guys are involved with this year is the short-term rentals saga.
Yeah.
I'd like to call it a saga. It's been ongoing from the beginning of the year. Lots of changes happened in April. More confusion followed. Some clarity followed that. So just talk us through what happened there for those who were living under a rock.
I don't think we should do a complete breakdown of the regulations, where we stand, interpretations, etc., because I think we have covered that in other videos. But it has definitely, from my point of view, and I think from yours as well, and many others, it has been the big talking point when it comes to regulations affecting the market. Short-term rentals is definitely up there, highs and lows, right? But it has been intense this year. A lot of changes, a lot of almost gossip, because people didn't really know how to interpret the new regulations and the court cases and so on. So of course people, when there's insecurity in the market, there will be a lot of chatter about it. But we should also remember that there has been ongoing conversations about this for the last few years, I would say, and even before that. But at least for a couple of years ago, we knew status quo. We knew, okay, this is how we deal with short-term rentals in the different areas. It hasn't been super easy, maybe. It's not it wasn't completely clear even then, but at least people knew sort of how to deal with it. Now, of course, we have the recent regulation coming out this year. We have also then a couple of court cases. We have then seen how those regulations has been interpreted. And what can we say? We can say that we know more now than, of course, we knew in the beginning when the new regulations came out. I think one victory, so to speak, and I'm talking from a point of clarity on the market, we want to know how to do real estate transactions. We know now that the license is tied to the property. I think that's a milestone in this little segment of our market from a legal point of view. But there are still insecurities from a practical point of view. My lawyers, or the lawyers in our office, talking to clients and actually applying for these licenses, we know that it's very much case by case how the region is interpreting the regulations. There are appeals going on, etc., right? So what can we say? We can say 2025 has been a year where it's been a lot of ongoing conversations. How can we best assist clients if they want to buy something for short-term rentals? That's been an ongoing conversation, and it's always been included somehow in the contract, etc. We know more now, but it's not a clear picture at all. And I think in 2026, hopefully, there will be clarity, even further clarity. Because Alfredo, it's something that you know and many of us know here, that clarity and proper information for everyone on the market benefits the market. You know?
For sure. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think to summarize it from my perspective, the biggest change was this idea that communities of owners had to give their green light to any new short-term rental license, whereas before it was kind of assumed that it was okay unless it said otherwise. And the big confusion that you talk about to do with the license being part of the belonging to the property, the reason that was a big milestone, like you put it, is because it seemed that the authorities were going to take the opportunity for a change of name to then go back to the community and allow the community to change their mind about whether they want to do it or not, which that threw a lot of uncertainty into the market. I think the word that best describes this, from my point of view and from a market point of view, was the uncertainty, and the noise that followed was largely down to people trying to figure out how this would work in practice. There was a lot of conversations that we had and other people had that was surely it doesn't mean this, surely not. And like you say, it's become a lot clearer. And the reason why it's affected the market, in my opinion, so strongly this year is that it affects the majority of the market, which is the selling market, not the renting market. Traditionally, the conversation about short-term rentals was limited to people that are in the property management game, short-term rentals, agencies. But because it affected people being able to do it, and a lot of the purchases in the Costa del Sol were done with a view to do a short-term rental, as part of the reason for purchasing, that then spilled into the broader market as a whole, which made all the agents that are not interested in short-term rentals per se, suddenly it's relevant because their buyers want to know if they can buy this place, will they be able to do it? Within this time frame in 2025, we've seen the Málaga City Hall put a 3-year hold on any new licenses. We've seen Fuengirola bring in a rule about to get a short-term rental license, you got to have your own separate entrance.
Yeah.
We've not really seen much else in terms of some of the municipalities we work with over here. The Marbella has been thankfully quite not they haven't really got involved in that side of things. So I think coming into 26, like you say, there is more clarity. I think, like you said, all the various cases that are ongoing and all the different nitty-gritty details are hopefully going to have a clearer picture. And as often happens in these things, the people that are most in need of having that clarity, it isn't the law firms and it isn't the agencies, it's the people in the authorities that are managing the process themselves that need to be clear on what these rules are. So,
and I think it's part of a bigger picture angle here as well. And I think we will discuss this when it comes to the court cases related to non-EU citizens and the deductions on rental costs, etc. That we will discuss it as well.